get them in the little basket of the fruit picker. What I really need is like a long pruning shear to just cut the whole branch of it off. So I kind of just gotta make them fall on the ground and pick them up. I could come back here every day and probably eat 10 pounds of longans a day. Usually I wouldn't pick fruit up off the ground, but there's so many chickens that I know that there were no longans on the ground before I started shaking the tree. You must have to like compete with the chickens to survive out here. How many I got? A couple of pounds. 10 minutes. Look at these though. If you guys don't know what a longan is, I'll show you. So like I say all the time, this is one of my favorite fruits. And they're kind of just like a sugary grape. Like they don't really have any flavor. They just kind of taste like sugar. So if I had to describe this, I think the way that I would describe it, it's like a grape, but it's like if sugarcane juice was in solid form. Just a little less sweet. That's what it tastes like. What are we doing, Grumpy?
We're going to the beach.
Everybody always says Derek's like, why is he so grumpy? Why is he so mean? I'm like, he's not. He's just not like...
I'm ready to go. The door just shut itself.
He's not putting on a show.
No, no show.
Yeah. Paddleboarding.
Is your paddle in here?
You gonna paddleboard?
Am I?
Can I try it?
What are you supposed to put it to? What PSI?
I don't know. Just go.
15 PSI max. Really riveting shots here.
See how your balance is.
You got it.
I hope you fall.
There you go.
Thank you.
Proper inflation. Something like that.
Oh my god.
Balance. Balance. Not as easy as it looks.
Not as easy.
It could probably go higher PSI, I think. Better. See ya.
Morning. Today is Saturday. So this weekend we're getting everything ready to start construction on Monday for our tiny house build. I am beyond excited. It's been raining the last few days pretty hard. So I'm gonna head up to the property this morning, help Derek set up some stuff. I'm excited to see my plants. I'm excited to see the little Kit Kats. So my neighbor actually takes care of these cats, and they are feral cats, but they're like feral cats that live at my neighbor's house. He's just kind of like me. He's a crazy cat guy, and he just has a lot of cats. But every time I pull up, like, they're just there already waiting for me. They're so sweet. Honestly, like, when we live up there, I'm going to do the trap release neuter program on any cats that I find, because or else it just exacerbates the problem. And I've heard the worst thing that you can do is feed feral cats and not get them neutered. Like, it's fine to feed them, but you need to, like, get them neutered. And some of them are just so friendly that, like, they're very adoptable. I don't know. So I'm trying to find care for some of them. But also, like, they're not my cats, but I feel like they'll be more like my cats when I live up there, because maybe they'll just come live with me on our property, but I don't know. Like, I'm just going with the flow. I'm trying not to step on anyone's toes or, like, trap anyone's cats and, like, bring them to the vet or the Humane Society, but, you know, I'm learning. Also, I'm gonna bring some of these with me. I got them at the store the other day. These are probably the best granola bars I've ever had. Like, I told Derek when I had the first one, I tried the almond blueberry, I was like, I don't think I can live without these. Like, they're just so good. I have no affiliation to this company. I just love them, and if you see them, totally get them. Our new house.
Yeah.
Derek is
12 by 20.
Derek is so stoked. What is it? 12 by 20?
Yeah.
With a nice wood chip floor.
It's the best.
All natural.
All natural.
Super excited. What are you gonna use the storage tent for?
Storing stuff.
Storing stuff?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that's what they were for. It's tough. These have got to be one of the hardest things to cut open, but it's also one of my favorite fruits, so I endure it. It's a very latexy fruit, so it's sticky. I'm also going to be saving the seeds this time. I've never had them, but people say that they taste, you boil them and they taste kind of starchy. That they're just like the best part of the jackfruit. So I got about 2 pounds of jackfruit from that. And then here's the seeds. Water's like totally dark now. pretty easy to peel. Okay, it does actually look like a potato on the inside. Mmm. It tastes like a potato. I don't even know how I would describe it. It is starchy, like a potato. Tastes kind of like an almond and a potato mixed. It's really dense, like very dry and dense. So I know people make curries with these, or they add them to curries, and that's pretty popular in Southeast Asia. But the other thing that I saw was people kind of pan fry them afterwards in a little bit of just salt and seasoning that they like, and I think that's one of the most popular ways to eat them. Which I wonder if I put like a tiny bit of avocado oil on these and air fried them, what they would taste like. Salt, woo, garlic powder, salt, nutritional yeast, and nooch make everything taste good. Alright, let's pop these in the air fryer. Alright, so here's what these look like. Super crispy. They're really hot, so I'm gonna have to try them in a little bit and then report back to you guys. I actually have to run to work right now, so I'm just gonna bring these with me. Okay, I only made it to my Jeep before I caved and ate one of these. These are good. These are good. Mm-hmm. Tastes like mini potato mixed with, I don't know, some kind of nut. I'm gonna bring them into work and see what people think. I mean, I would make these all the time, but wow, it's a lot of work. Like, it took me a long time. Anyway, I gotta go. Stopped raining for a little bit, and then I got up here and it is pouring, so I'm just gonna go back to work. Once this one's sick of me, she usually gets sick of me and runs back to her family, but we're just snuggling today. I'm just such a crazy cat lately. You making bread on my shoulder? Girl, you're looking so healthy. You're cute. My little buddy. Making bread on my leg now? Okay. That hurts, girly. Alrighty. Okay. Oh. Hello, bestie. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. So we have a recipe like this in our Instant Pot book for one pot pasta. This is how we've been making it recently. It might be a little bit different, but you're gonna need a pound of pasta. And these are just like the bigger noodles that we really like. Then you're gonna add in 3 cups of water, an entire jar of pasta sauce. This is just Raos. We love Raos. I know it has oil in it, but I'm a Raos girl. And then I usually put a tiny bit more water in here and shake it up to get it all out, so we're not wasting anything. And then I like to add in an entire can of diced tomatoes, just for some more sauce. I usually add in some thyme and basil, or any kind of seasonings that I like. Even an Italian seasoning would be good in here. And I do a dash of salt. Then you want to stir this up pretty good. You're supposed to do it so that the water is covering the noodles, but the water just barely needs to cover the noodles because in the Instant Pot, like, this will obviously come up to pressure and be blasting. So what I do is I just push all the noodles down and make sure that they have enough liquid on top of them. So I might add a little bit more water. If you have smaller noodles, you won't have this problem. And then we're just gonna put this in the Instant Pot for 5 minutes and release it right away. And it just gets super creamy because you're not dumping off the excess starch that cooks in the water when you originally cook noodles. So you get this like really creamy pasta. It's amazing. If you guys have never tried cooking pasta this way and you have an Instant Pot, I highly recommend it. So you'll just want to let this sit out until it gets thick enough and it's not boiling hot anymore. As you can see, it's really hot. And I basically just let it cool enough until it's thick, which just takes about 10 minutes. And then it's at like a normal temperature where you can actually eat it and it's not gonna burn your mouth to death. So here's the pasta. As you can see, it's super creamy and just like thick. So good. You guys have to try making it this way. And then I'm gonna have this with some tofu and zucchini that I just air fried because I have this that I just need to eat up and, you know, 50-50 plate. So that's what I'm gonna have for dinner. And yeah, that's that.